Hi, dear
Hi,
friends. We are back with a book.
A message from a teen in the spirit world. The Big Journey.
Yes, by the medium
By
Chico Xavier
Chico Xavier.
and by the Spirit Neio Lucio.
Yeah.
Listen, today we're going to recap a bit. The story is about the boy,
Carlos.
yes, who's writing this letter to his brother. And he's explaining his whole death and what he's seen and how he's been helped and his awakening in the spiritual world. And he's explaining the room and how he feels. And last week, it was about his mother that was calling for him in such agony that it actually affected his mind, and he felt the total of his illness. So today we're going to continue again with what is the chapter's name?
More family.
So Sally will read to us and then we can talk about it.
More family. While I was waiting for the doctor, Aunt Eunice at one point told me that she was going to fetch another family members. She left, leaving me to the new thoughts that were spinning around my mind. After a few minutes, the door opened and our aunt came in,
Accompanied
by another.
by other individuals.
At first, I thought there were a lot of them, but it turned out that there were only two: Grandma
Adelia,
and cousin.
Antonio,
Grandma
she
grabbed
grabbed
my
attention,
attention the most. She was
neither
shaky or
nor stooped over.
stooped over. She looked much younger,
happier,
and stronger. Her
peaceful,
and bright eyes sparkled with the same kindness as we had known her before. The surprise at seeing her right there beside me filled me with
enthusiasm, and happiness.
how
How comforting!
Do you remember when Grandma got really sick and had to leave home for the hospital? We never saw her again after that. Mom told us that
That the saintly old lady
died
had died, yes,
died and didn't let us go with her to the funeral in
in
order
order
to pay her a last visit. We both often expressed how much we missed Grandma. She had always shown us so much caring. She used to shower us with love and kindness. She forgive us all our wrongs. Can you imagine the joy I felt upon seeing her
approaching,
next to her? I immediately
recognize
Antonio, our cousin, who had also died in a far-off hospital. He he was gazing at me with
with his
his
affectionate
and kind eyes, which really soothed my heart. A true
torrent
of questions
crisscrossed.
my mind in those next few moments. While there on earth, I had often heard that after the death of the body, we would be led off to
Either
heaven or hell. But what I now saw was the
continuation
of the same old dear and comforting
scenery.
scenery. Grandma and Eunice and Antonio were right there in front of me, more alive than ever, and that face completely
And the fact completely
undid our
mistaken
belief that they had
disappeared.
forever in death. Our death,
Our
old, our dear old grandma and cousin smiled at smiled and gave me a big hug. Grandma cried with joy, kissed me and held me on her lap as she used to. She asked me how everybody was. She she was sorry that she hadn't been able to come and get me and that Aunt Eunice had replaced her. She stated that she would visit Mom and at the first
opportunity.
She kindly asked you if you and I were still the same little
imps
who used to hide her eyeglasses in order to get toys and goodies.
Supported
by Grandma's good and loving arms. I really missed Mom and cried a lot. Our dear old Grandma, however,
consoled me
and explained that someday Mom and all of you would come to our new home too.
Yes, what a beautiful chapter. Okay, what did we learn today?
That he had more family that came.
Yes, and it was his grandmother and his cousin.
Antonio.
Or his nephew.
Cousin.
Yes. Okay. And how did he see them? Because he is talking about his grandma that was old, that was walking forward.
Very slowly.
And now she looks
very healthier, happier, and stronger.
And much younger. Yes, but her heart was the same. The way she is the same. And Antonio is exactly the same. And what does this chapter, you think, tell us about our family and death? What do you think?
I don't know. I just want to hear your opinion
Okay, but
first.
you know that no one dies. He says in this chapter that according to what he was taught, that he was only leading to hell or heaven. And now his whole way of seeing things, he understands that there is not only that. So there is a spiritual realm that everything is continuing, and that everybody that we think died, because he writes die in in a way that you can see he's just talking about that there is no death.
Yeah, precisely.
Yes. So then no one dies. So he's very happy to see all of them and to have his family with him. Isn't it? Okay, and his grandma told him that she would go and visit his mother in the first opportunity. Do our loved ones that is in the spiritual realm come to visit us? Yes, they do. They come to assist and they come to help as well and to inspire us to be brave in this incarnation, to focus on the good because they want the best for us. Sometimes to calm us down. I think his mother needs some calming down to understand his death because she's suffering.
Mm.
Yes, and his grandmother will go and make her calm. These putting these beautiful, relaxing, inspiring thoughts in her mind, and maybe also the togetherness of her own mom to feel this comforting feeling. And that is why sometimes when we think about someone, we know that they are with us because they're here guiding us. Love and togetherness never cease.
Yeah.
It will always stay the same. We will always be together again, maybe not in the physical plane.
Yeah, not physically, but spiritually.
Yes, spiritually, we are always connected by thought. Only a thought, and we know that he explained that in one of the chapters last week. Because a thought connects us to someone, and then all the feelings and emotions that he felt because of his mother. So, good thoughts. We've learned about very good thoughts. And then that we're all connected always. And that we are supported by our guardian angels, our spiritual guides, our mentors, by Jesus, by God, and also family members.
Yeah.
Yes. So until next time, we can't wait to continue this book. How wonderful to read it from the experience of a teenager.
Yeah.
So that makes it in his words, his own words that he gave through Chico Xavier, beautiful for us to understand his
Precise.
yeah, how he sees it in that side.
He explains how he sees
Perceive,
perceive
yes.
the spiritual.
Well, it's beautiful. We are thankful to all the mentors of Korak Radio, to everybody that began this beautiful teachings of Spiritism that can help us all learn, because it's very important for ourselves to understand, and it makes us feel peaceful.
Yeah.
Yes, and work harder. Thank you so much for joining us, dear friends. Until the next chapter.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.